Welcome to Caliph Explains. So here is the world of YouTube boxing. It's August 2017. Joe Willer uploads a video of him sparring with Theo and KSI comments saying that he would fight the winner. A month later, KSI and Joe Willer meet for a press conference. The whole thing ended with Joe Willer looking KSI to the floor and them two having to be pulled apart. February 2018, and KSI and Joe Willer go head to head, with KSI coming out on top. But it's what happens after the fight which really lit the fuse for YouTube boxing. KSI calls out Jake Paul and Logan Paul, and for some reason, Rio Ferdinand. Where's Rio Ferdinand? Which, I'm not gonna lie, I was ready for. But instead we get KSI versus the Paul brothers. Now, over the next few months, shots were fired online between KSI and the brothers. Logan Paul agrees to fight KSI, and the pair meet for the first time in Manchester. This is August 2018. Now, even though the fight ended in a split draw decision, this turned out to be a turning point for world creator boxing, as a whole host of names fought that night. We had KSI's brother, Deji, Jake Paul, Anderson Gibbs, and many more. I can't remember the rest. And this is where it gets interesting.
Like, who are these YouTubers? They hire out the Manchester arena. How embarrassing is this going to be? Then I watched the press conferences. I saw thousands of people turning up. Then it's on pay-per-view. Pay-per-view, what's this? It's going to be a disaster. Does 1.3 million pay-per-view buys.
Boxing promoter Hearn called for a second fight between KSI and Logan Paul, but this time bring it to the world stage. November 2019, KSI and Logan Paul fight for the second time in LA at the Staples Center. And for a lot of people, this was a teaching moment. They didn't need old platforms, they didn't need to follow the old rules. They were bringing their own audience to the world of boxing, and in doing so, essentially reimagined the sport for a new generation. It's November 2020, and social media platform Triller brings former heavyweight champion Mike Tyson and former light heavyweight Roy Joyce Jr. out of retirement to box. This would have been completely unimaginable 3 years ago. So we've had YouTubers fight YouTubers, and social media companies bringing old retired boxers out of retirement into the new craze. But then something unbelievable happens. It's now June 2021, and Logan Paul fights the best to ever do it, Floyd Mayweather. The world of YouTube boxing has come full circle, and is now knocking on the door of real, genuine GOATs of the sport of boxing. So by this time, YouTube boxing is now massive. Names like Bryce, Austin Mcbroom, Alex Wassabi, and even FouseyTube are now jumping into the space. Everyone was a piece of the YouTube boxing pie. September 2021, Jake Paul fights former MMA champion Tyron Woodley and actually wins. Then 3 months later, does it again and wins. This year, KSI and Logan Paul become friends and now have an energy drink together, even though KSI still hates his brother and they're constantly beefing online. And that's pretty much you up to date. KSI announced that he will fight 2 people August 27th. And that's a wrap on YouTube boxing. For now.